Hello viewers, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, the topic that I'm going to discuss is related to the patriotism and the nationalism. So let's start the video. Nationality and patriotism as affection and instinct versus a moral relation. Nationality is our connection with the race that is merely natural or physical, while patriotism is the awareness of our moral duties to the political communities. So, if we talk about the 20th century, presenting nationalism as a full fledged philosophical and political doctrine about the nationalism, basic units of humanity within which the individual finds freedom and fulfillment, and patriotism as mere sentiment of affection for one's country. So, the defensive attitude nationalism is about power. Its adherent wants to acquire as much power and prestige as possible for his nation. Country and nation are first run together, and then patriotism and nationalism are distinguished in terms of the strength of the love and special concern one feels for it and the degree of one's identification with it. While nationalism is accordingly aggressive, patriotism is defensive. So it's a devotion to a particular place and a way of life one thinks best, but has no wish to impose on others. So this way of distinguishing the two attitudes comes close to an approach popular among politicians and the widespread in everyday. So countries and nations, as we have discussed earlier, run first together. So in the case of patriotism, that identity is one's patriota, one's country. In the case of nationalism, entity is one's nation, one's nation in the ethnic cultural sense of the term. Thus, patriotism and nationalism are understood as the same type of set of beliefs and attitude. So, there is yet another way of distinguish patriotism and nationalism. One that is quite simple and begs no moral questions. We can put inside the political sense of nation that make it identical with the country. So, the country, state, or polity, and the political or civic type of nationalism related to it. We need concern ourselves only with the other ethnic or cultural sense of nation and focus on ethnic or cultural nationalism. In order to do so, we do not have to spell out the relevant understanding of the nation. It's enough to characterize it in terms of the common ancestry, history, and a set of cultural traits. So both patriotism and the nationalism involves love of identification with and special concern for the certain entity. So basically in this video we have discussed about the difference between the patriotism and the nationalism.